Hey there, guys! This is Pharaoh2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
And also, look who's joining. Hi guys, I'm Inferno.
Wait, who are you? You're... What?
I'm not Skinny. Skinny somewhere else.
No, what'd you do?
Stuff.
Stuff. That explains it all. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have a good friend with me on this episode and the next couple episodes as well. Inferno or Dragon, however anyone would like to address her as. She has been watching my videos for a long time. We'll just say that. And she actually is, if you want to say, the artist behind many of the things I use, mainly for Twitch and a few things here and there on my channel. So yeah, I'll definitely, of course, link your channel in the description below so people can go ahead and check you out, and because you stream as well and whatnot. So hey, the more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Now I believe I kind of said all this, so. But basically, like, oh no, they're like, she has that for a letter and named the recipient. I don't know where I left off. Four people to be precise. Only 4 people. Okay, so I think this is where I was. Okay, so here we go.
Alright.
First was Sir Belduke, the author of the letter. Then there was Miss Mailer, who delivered it. And of course, the storyteller, its recipient. As well as one more person. The one who stole the letter using a portal spell and swapped it with the blank sheets of parchment. The witch. Oh, God.
Sir!
I don't know why that's always voice acted right there, but it's like, for God's sake.
Because it's the best.
Alright. You want to give us a shot?
Maybe.
Well, oh, you're... Okay. I was like, wait a minute, is that towards me, or... Okay.
Maybe I did. Maybe I spilled the beans. About the letter, I mean. Maybe I told the butler.
You did what?
Well, because, you see, me and the butler are sort of friends. And it was about our dear Sir Belduke. I feel like I might have told her about it after all. See? If I did, that's how she knew. About the recipient, I mean.
I understand that you are friends with Miss Greyerl and you want to help her out. But I've got a piece of advice, Miss Mailer. You shouldn't lie, even for a friend.
Huh?
Remember your testimony? You told us about the courier's duty to keep the details of your letters confidential. And you have also testified that you have never broken the obligation. Remember?
Ah.
She did it again. But hold on just a minute. As the victim's butler, Jean Greyerl might have had a chance to catch a glimpse of the envelope. No, she didn't. When Miss Mailer came for the delivery, Sir Belduke was still writing that letter. In fact, she was in the middle of it. At that time, the letter had not been addressed yet. And the next morning, when the body was discovered, the letter was already in the letterbox. Keep in mind that Miss Greyerl would have no opportunity to see it then either. Is that so? She went to report the crime without even setting foot in the study. And then, Miss Mailer appeared and retrieved the letter. Needless to say, Miss Greyerl couldn't have learned of the letter's recipient afterwards. Or maybe you have a good explanation, Miss Greyerl? I'd very much like to hear one. Can you please tell the court how you found out the recipient's name?
Oh god. Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Do you remember what I said when I called to the witness stand?
Yes.
At the heart of alchemy lies the pursuit of the rules and logic that govern nature. You have demonstrated the power of your own logic.
Miss Greyerl, are you saying...
Yes, I confess. Oh my god, how do you say that word?
I think...
The abhorrent witch who used the spell Goldar to swap the contents of that letter.
And never ask me for pronunciation. I'm the last person.
And who took the life of Master Belduke. It was none other than I.
Aww. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't have been. Unless things change. But then again, I don't know. Now I feel bad.
Yeah, this could make me really sad.
What the... Oh, there goes the volume again. Excuse me, everyone who may be hearing something very loud right now. Okay, because I'm leaving this in. I don't even care. Let's see here.
She's still speaking. Wait, is she, voiced?
No, you can go on and speak.
Alright. I was an only child, born to a poor family. I've been a witch since I was very little. When did I become aware of it? I don't remember. Although I was but a young child, I knew that being a witch was a crime. That's why I hid my witch's scepter and wouldn't use magic at all. My father worked as a bricklayer. He toiled every day, but we could hardly make ends meet. One winter day, we couldn't afford to pay the rent. We were going to lose the house. My mother was in tears, and my father was sitting with his head down, wordless.
I want money for Mummy and Daddy.
Oh, never mind. Now it's not voice acting anymore.
Yeah, I think it's when it's in quotes that she speaks.
Okay. Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
well.
I am sorry. My silence.
Oh, well.
Boop. Sorry, people.
They had time.
The Gordor spell.
I thought I'd try it, just once, casting the spell. But at the time, I had no idea what an irreversible mistake that would be.
Oh.
Even though no one told me, I knew from the very beginning what magic I was able to use.
You can go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No.
Something. What should I turn into gold? I was thinking about it really hard. The little girl that I was. Something that wouldn't stand out, that could be taken for a work of art. Then I decided I'd choose a pretty leaf that had fallen into our garden. But it wasn't the right thing to do after all. I was terribly punished for using magic, even just the once.
Punished? In what way were you punished?
I placed the leaf down in the back garden and cast the spell, but then Margaret suddenly walked in front of me.
Oh no. Margaret?
My closest childhood friend. Margaret, right before my eyes, she would turn into gold.
Oh, dear me.
I screamed and cried, but I knew I couldn't ask anyone for help. If anyone had seen it, they would have known it was the work of magic, and I knew Margaret wasn't coming back.
No, that's you. Nope.
Ah, shit.
Oops, Daisy.
That's terrible. Then, my mother and father's faces flashed before my eyes. We may have been very poor, but we were always happy together. Had I been captured as a witch, I fear my parents wouldn't be safe either. I don't know what happened to that sentence. That thought tormented me more than anything, and so I made the decision. I decided to end my own life.
Oh, jeez, this is getting dark.
It's been dark.
Oh yeah, but even darker.
I threw myself into the river, into the river near the town. It would winter, and the water would act cold as ice. I couldn't even move. It was painful. My consciousness started drifting away. The next thing I knew, I was in Master Belduke's residence. He risked his own life jumping into that freezing river to save me. I burst into tears and told him everything. I didn't want to go back home. I would only end up causing my parents grief. Master Belduke listened to me without interrupting, and then he told me this.
You can stay here, but from now on, you must live as a boy.
Master Belduke met with my parents and explained everything to them. They were very sad, but they agreed it would be best if I didn't return home. Poor Miss Greyerl. That must have been... Damn it. That must have been so awful for her. Master bought the house for my parents, so they wouldn't have to worry about paying rent anymore. As for Margaret, turned into gold, he brought her to his residence. He knew that if anyone saw her, they would report an incident of witchcraft.
And this Miss Margaret, is she still in that golden state?
Yes, she is.
That's strange. We've received no reports of anyone by that name having gone missing.
Margaret is being kept in the basement under Master's study.
The basement? Wait, Phoenix is there. We didn't say anything. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but this Margaret, is she a... Oh my god, is she the goat?
Yes,
Oh
my dear friend, with a goat that we were keeping at our house.
Goat?
Until then, Master Belduke had mainly been researching medicine. But since the incident with Margaret, he became known as an alchemist.
So that's how he became an alchemist. I was wondering why the goat was the only thing not covered in dust. Okay, that makes sense.
That's how I started a new life as Master Belduke's butler.
Sir Belduke would sometimes work as a physician, curing the townspeople of their illnesses. As his assistant, you have also shown commitment to helping the townspeople through your work.
I forgot about being a witch and was able to live happily, at peace with everyone. I thought it could stay like that forever.
But those peaceful days came to an abrupt end. Tell us, what in the world was the cause?
Even I am not quite sure what led to this. However, it all started 3 months ago, with the lightning strike. Master Belduke and I were on our way back home, carrying supplements for experiments. An old bell tower appeared in the flames. Everyone who saw it was stupefied. Did you say supplements?
Wait, yeah, well, what, I think it was specimens. I do that too. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, what word did I just say? Ah, it's okay.
But the expression on Master Belgi's face was unlike anything I'd seen before.
What do you mean?
His face went pale and twisted in sheer terror. He was shaking violently. It wasn't just astonishment at an unusual phenomenon. It seemed as if he was afraid of something more concrete.
Perhaps Sir Belduke saw something that others couldn't.
He cancelled his experiment for that night and began writing a letter to someone.
A letter?
I found out about it when I brought him his bottle of tomato juice. He was writing feverishly, as if he was possessed. I saw some things. A few words in that letter. Expose everything. Cannot keep the secret any longer. The truth about the witch. Master Belduke, we're going to confess that I was a witch.
That's not cool.
Everything went blank in front of my eyes. I will never forget the feeling that overwhelmed me at that moment.
Oh, that's me. Is that when you decided to commit the crime?
What I did for it was accidentally... What?
Singe.
I don't know, I can't say that word. Singe a part of the wall in my room. It was an excuse to repaint that section of the wall green.
Then you also painted the wall behind that painting in Sir Belduke's study.
And when that fateful night came, I used a syringe to inject a soporific through the cork and into the bottle of tomato juice. So many thoughts were running through my head as I wished Master a good night. I opened the portal behind him. He was right there, in front of me, asleep. I reached for the letter in the letterbox, taking care not to wake him. And then I happened to notice the name on the envelope. Storyteller. When I read that name, the world around me turned black once more. It's impossible to avoid what is written by the storyteller.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. So many interruptions, and then my DS died, and I had to go back, play back to this part, so I don't even know if this is exactly where I left off, but right around the part, so, did you say this or not? Like, now I can't even remember.
I don't think I said this,
okay.
so...
Alright, you can just continue then.
It seemed as if I could hear the door to all escape routes shut and closed. It was the sound of despair. I would like you to believe me that the thought of taking Master Belduke's life never occurred to me once. I don't know why I did that. I only planned to steal the letter and then disappear. But as I looked upon Master, sleeping there in front of me, at that moment I felt an evil presence awaken within me. Why did he save my life? And why did he betray me? Before I realized what I was doing, my hands were clutching his neck. He didn't move at all, So I kept on clutching his neck. That's it. That's the truth about what happened 3 months ago.
Well then, I don't know what to say. I really didn't want to believe in it, but to kind of say this was predictable from very early on was just a. I don't want to say predictable. I mean, it's just it seemed easy. I think I've been playing every single Ace Attorney series, so maybe just an instinct of mine. Oh well, there's just one thing I fail to understand.
Yes?
You said you wanted to run away once you had stolen a letter. Yet despite that, you continued to live in Sir Belduc's residence, and now here you stand. Why'd you not run away?
My life had been thrown into disarray due to the absurdity of magic. I had learned all about alchemy, living at Master's residence. Alchemy is concerned with the logic that governs the world. I wanted to believe that there was truly... I wanted to believe that there truly was such a thing. So I stayed in that place, hoping for one day to see the irrational nature of magic overcome by the power of reason.
Magic being overcome by reason.
That night, I swapped the letter with blank sheets of parchment and waited for the sun to rise. I resolved to wait for the day when my true identity could be exposed through reason and logic. Master Death remained a mystery for 3 months, and people started to lose interest. And then you appeared, Mr. Wright. On the day you visited the residence, I was listening to your conversation from the other room. Had the time finally come for me? My heart was racing with anticipation. Then, a few minutes after everyone entered that room, an unbelievable incident took place.
That incident?
A witch appeared in Master's study.
What?
I wanted to get a look at the witch, so I created a portal in the wall behind the painting. Precisely at that moment...
Goldor. Well, wait a minute. I didn't say it. Oh, whatever. So, this witch, said it. Okay.
The witch used one of the very spells that I could use too. When I heard those words, a single thought flashed through my mind. This was my chance. I could dispose of my witch's scepter. I knew at the time what kind of witch the Inquisition would be looking for.
A witch that can use Familia and Goldor.
It occurred to me that I only needed to change one of the magic gems. I had previously found out that Familia gem was purple. I realized that if I swapped the Goldor magic gem for my amethyst, I could pin the blame for my crime on that other witch.
So you changed one of the gems and threw the witch's scepter into that room, is that correct?
Exactly.
Objection!
Wait a minute, Jane Greyerl. This statement of yours is highly problematic. How so, Inquisitor Barnum?
Yeah, you're right.
Can someone explain to me what this is about? I'm so confused.
I am a witch, indeed. A sinful creature that killed the person to whom she owed her life. However, regarding the gentleman standing next to you, Mr. Wright, He may have fallen victim to a witch, but that witch was not me.
Ah. Oh. Wait, what? Let's zoom in, though.
I love the zoom-ins in this game.
Order in the court. What in the... What is the meaning of this? Jean Greyerl admits killing Sir Balduke, but not to turning Sir Layton to gold. That is the gist of it, my lord. But lying about it is meaningless. Lying?
Just being a witch is a crime in itself. And the punishment for that crime is the same, regardless of whether she took one person's life or two. That's why there's no point in lying about it. I'm sure that's what the judge is thinking.
Greyerl is still claiming she never laid a finger on the professor. But if there's no point in lying, does that mean she must be telling us the truth? So, in that case, who's responsible for what happened to the professor?
My god.
I'm trying. If it wasn't her, then who was it? Another witch? Well, I have an idea who it may be, but I'm not gonna say. I don't know whose that is. No, not you. Mind if I say something? Not really. I mean, no, I do mind. Take a hit, witness. Does it feel like this is the right moment for you to talk? Yeah, well, that's kind of why I was staying quiet until now. But, I either say now or never. And okay. Don't simply fall silent after saying that. It only makes it weigh on my mind more. Whatever did you want to say? Oi, Bluey! Yes? I need to make sure about something. Me head's not what it used to be, you know? Oh, yes, and volume. I swear, you know, I apologize if you guys are watching this and the volume for the game audio spikes up crazy. I don't know why it does that here and there. I'm trying to fix it as soon as it happens, but it won't stay normal. It's being a blah. Yes? The alchemist butler, lady butler, she slipped sleep medicine into his drink, right? That's correct. She laced his tomato juice with it. And then she strangled the alchemist afterwards, right? Yes, Sir Balduke was unconscious from the sleep medicine, so he didn't resist. And that explains why we found no signs of a struggle at the crime scene. Yeah, about that. You know, I let it slip earlier about what I did at the crime scene, right? I told you that, I had a few sips of that juice. And the sleep medicine mixed and made you sleep like a log. Yes, we remember. Well, yeah, well, but here's the thing. This is just between us, okay? You see, when I... what is that? Appropriated that juice? The juice bottle was, well, still unopened. It was unopened? My throat was parched and I wasn't thinking straight. That brand new bottle was just there, waiting for me, with a corkscrew conveniently laid next to it. I couldn't just let that go to waste. I swiftly pulled out that cork and got to drinking. What? So, in case you don't get what I'm getting at, the alchemist didn't have a single drop of the juice with the sleep medicine. Huh? What? Now I'm very confused here.
Oh, God.
Okay.
This kid loves to mess with everyone.
That's what it seems like. Witness, you went to the trouble of opening a bottle full of the crime scene just to drink its suspicious contents? That's what I've been telling you. I was dying for thirst. That doesn't justify what you've done.
Objection.
I mean, again. The Inquisition shall deal with this witness after a trial. You will find out what it means to be dying of thirst in more literal meaning.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. However, let us not waste any more time with him now. The witch has confessed to her crimes, and there's no need to investigate Sir Balduke's death any further. Indeed, you are right, Inquisitor. Her role in the Sir Layton is not entirely clear, but a person who kills her protector, to whom she owes her very life, can be nothing more other than a witch. The court has sufficient grounds to sentence her as such. Beldo didn't drink the juice that night. And if that's true, then there's one thing here that doesn't add up. Mr. Wright, I have to say, there's something about this that's bothering me. I'm sure there's a contradiction lurking in that man's testimony.
You think so, Luke?
Can I really turn a blind eye to that? Well, what time am I at? You know, I kind of want to end the episode because I need to stop this recording and then start up a new one because I had so many issues and I gotta fix some things. So I know we're probably very close, guys, but we'll probably see the finale of Chapter 4 in the next episode.
Yeah,
and,
maybe like about 20 minutes again.
Right. And of course, Dragon will, she'll be with me as well, and hopefully we can get some things done in Chapter 5 where we can actually solve some puzzles. Because, if people don't know, she is the puzzle master, apparently, and I'm probably gonna need her help. So
I solve every puzzle of every game, even the spin-offs.
So there you go. So obviously she can handle it. Me, on the other hand, I'm just getting lucky, really, at certain times. And other times I'm like, you know, what the hell? But regardless, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And Dragon, you can say goodbye.
Bye.
There you go. I'll see you guys later.